After the resurrection, Jesus could have appeared with a perfect body. No marks, no wounds, no evidence of what he went through. But he didn't. He walked in and showed Thomas his hands. He showed him his side. The scars were still there on purpose, because the scars were the proof. The scars were the testimony, and they still are. I looked down at my hands and read the story written there. Every callus is a chapter, every mark beyond repair tells a tale of showing up uncomfortable, says stay in bed, of choosing iron over easy, choosing purpose over dread. They ask me why I wear my scars without apology, like they expect me to be ashamed of my own history. But every wound that healed on me came back a little stronger, and every scar extends my story just a little longer. John 20:27, put your finger in my hands. The risen king still wore his wounds, so Thomas understands. He didn't hide the evidence of everything he paid. The scars were not his weakness, they were how he'd saved. So I don't cover what I've been through to make the room feel clean. I let my testimony breathe, I let my story be seen. Cause the man who hides his healing never helps the broken find that on the other side of suffering is peace of a different kind. Scars don't lie, they tell the truth about where I've been. Every mark is where the light got in. I'm not ashamed of what I carry, not ashamed of what I survived. Scars don't lie, they're proof that I'm still alive. These hands are bled, these knees are bent. Every scar is evidence that God was in the breaking and the mending. Scars don't lie, my story isn't ending. Isaiah 53:5, by his wounds I have been healed. The deepest scars in history became the greatest seal of a covenant in blood that cannot be undone. The Father's love made visible through the suffering of the Son. 2 Corinthians 4:8, hard pressed but never crushed, perplexed but not in despair, knocked down but never hushed, struck down but never destroyed. That's the testimony living in every scar across my body and in everything I'm giving. Revelation 12:11, they overcame by blood and by the word of testimony rising from the mud. So every time I open up about what I've been through, I'm not just telling my story, I'm declaring something true. That God was in the valley and he never left me there. That every scar I carry is the proof of answered prayer. Romans 8:18, the suffering of right now isn't worth comparing to the glory coming, that's my vow. Scars don't lie, they tell the truth about where I've been. Scars don't lie, every mark is where the light got in. Oh, I'm not ashamed of what I carried, not ashamed of what I survived. Scars don't lie, they're proof that I'm still alive. These hands have bled, these knees have bent. Every scar is evidence that God was in the breaking and the mending. Scars don't lie, my story isn't ending. Job lost everything, his children and his health. His friends told him his suffering was the product of himself. But God called Job righteous even in the middle of the wreck, and in the end restored him, scars and all, with no disrespect to what he'd been through. God didn't erase the memory, he redeemed it, he transformed it into testimony. Psalm 34:18, he's close to the broken heart. So every scar I carry is a place where God imparts his nearness, his presence, the weight of being known. The scars are not my prison, they're the address of my throne. Scars don't lie, they tell the truth about where I've been. Scars don't lie, every mark is where the light got in. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of what I carry, not ashamed of what I survived. every scar is evidence that God was in the breaking and the mending. Scars don't lie. My story isn't ending. Don't you dare be ashamed of what you survived. Don't cover those marks like they're evidence of failure. They are evidence of war, and you are still standing. Jesus kept his scars after the resurrection, not because he forgot to heal them, but because they were worth keeping. Yours are too. Every single one. And they still are.